This is Luke Reader. I'm doing my vlog for Module 4 at Unit 1, Activity 2. I'm answering the question of how having an information-intensive environment, including various developmentally appropriate print and digital text, can contribute to a positive classroom climate and culture. So, having multiple resources can help students in a variety of ways. They can learn how to search things online. They can learn how to search things in a book. They can, having both digital and physical materials in the classroom gives them the best of both worlds so that they are comfortable using digital, and they are also comfortable using the physical materials or tangible materials. So it makes them more well-rounded when it comes to preparing them for the workplace. So that way they can if they need to hey, can you look in this book, and they or go to the library and look for this book about a certain topic, they're comfortable with doing that, or they know how to use a search engine properly, or things like that. So yeah, it's a good, so that creates a positive climate because they can see the benefits of it. And then also having multiple ways of learning, getting students involved in a variety of ways. So for example, if you have a word wall that you're making this giant word web, you could have the students write down a few words, or you can have a group of students, hey, talk about this, do a little research on this little bit, and then we can add some more words to this, so that way they're involved with it and they can see the progress of how big this thing gets over the course of a month, a topic, a unit, a season, a week, and they can see how everything's all nicely associated. And so that creates a positive because it gives them a self-fulfillment, or not fulfillment, like success, completion, that they're able to do that. Also introducing something that none of the students know, for example, a word of the day. It could be a brand new that none of the students actually know. Puts everyone on an even playing field. So the students who might be a little lower than some of the others, it brings them up to the same level because they all don't know the same thing. And so that also helps boost those. It's hey, these people don't know everything, my peers don't know everything. That helps, so it can boost their own self-esteem when it comes to their own personal learning journey. And so then, it also makes them feel more involved in the classroom. And that there are individual things that can build up over time. Going back to the word web, could start off with one word and expand to cover an entire class or a wall of a classroom. And so the students can look at that and say, wow, we have learned a lot, and so it gives them that benefit of success. And then also if you have to make them do presentations on something that they've learned, they can help teach each other these things, and so that and so it can also open students' minds to new ideas or topics that they might never have chosen before, and they're oh, I actually might be interested in that. And so that also creates a positive feedback for the students to expand their horizons. And then speaking from a teacher's part, we have to make sure that the students do not feel intimidated, or that they have to be perfect all the time, because I know as a teacher I make a lot of mistakes. So I expect my students to also make a lot of mistakes. And they are there to learn, and so one of the best ways to learn is to learn from the mistakes. So if they're comfortable making some mistakes and they're comfortable accepting correction for their mistakes, then that also creates a very positive learning environment for both the teacher and the students. And so that's what I think can create a positive learning environment.